Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains. If you should choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with. I have been meaning to have a word with you if the occasion presented itself, but as you know, Mondstadt's safety must always be my first priority. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
The Fatui? Again? But who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decarabian was lost once again as slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats,
Oh, Paimon gets...
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds. We've already considered every possible way. No matter what stance we could come now, all of our past efforts would have been wasted. You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights, but you need not emphasize your role as the Honorary Knight. You're a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence.
Whoa, leave it to Master Chief.
Perhaps. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temper. Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
Huh? Who are you?
Hello.
Hello? Did I hear you correctly? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such a... Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider... Now, if you're...
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard...
Huh. In former times, and neglecting your manners would result... But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. What did you say? You dare question the dig... I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan... Just look around. The people are unruly and Save your words. I find your manners and bearing. Besides, I am in no... Now I have more pressing...
Ugh, so this is what Master Jean meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes you just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, what?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence, but it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many... As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, Eula.
But...
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonius' 4th Company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members. In other words, she doesn't really However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask...
Live! Witness my great undertaking!
I will have order!
Come into be quick!
decided by destiny.
Just stay right there. This isn't good.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, but I'm in...
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safe...
Arch enemies? Wait a minute, you were saying how...
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all... Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's...
Paimon thinks she's pretty...
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how...
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, We're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this, too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's...
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But didn't you say it first? Oh...
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lord.
That's right.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We can put that aside for now.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry.
Present.
Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
You finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Don't worry. There's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides...
you need to be in the right...
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to...
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such but if he did commit a wrongful act, I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, let's begin with...
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests... Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your...
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, You then exchange courtesies.
Wait. This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Ah, very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right?
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes...
Huh? I can't make...
Hold on. What did they always... Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's... Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't...
Hey! Don't...
Wow. The Lawrence name really does
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. You there, lowly toiler. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed... Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey! Stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I...
Listen, I have no idea what she's trying to do.
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't...
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their... Even to this very day, the descendant... And if that wasn't enough...
But mark my words.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonia. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more...
Forget it. There's no point in... It's all right. This happens quite often.
Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had...
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct...
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But as memories are carried in the city breeze, at least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my...
Yeah! Why were you so...
Oh, that reminds me. that last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave, but unfortunately...
Right? Right? We'll just have to let's just keep Eula...
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement, but we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training.
You want...
Master.
It's so cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Uh-huh. This is what...
You... All right, let's get...
Yeah!
That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult. Remember.
Stabilize! Gather!
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of... My family set only the highest... Let's proceed. This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Feel this ancient power.
Stabilize!
Come into being!
Adventure time!
Terra Smash!
Order guide you.
Witness my great undertaking!
Well done. Your performance was most impressive, and you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle. Ooh.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to put—
Certainly not. Didn't you just say that you were freezing?
Oh,
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you So, dear friend, don't die on me out.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
Vengeance. Now then, given that I already have something in mind.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber! Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this—
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a—
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous Well then, please wait.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah—
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Paimon's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression. Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well, no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone. Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next time.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Here, and by the way,
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to, but she seemed to get along fine.
the people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to any. They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't act. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an up. Many people signed a petition demanding that. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters.
Whoa! So both sides.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and in the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be.
Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it. Take care. Please come again.
Which should I choose?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
This is order. Gather.
Teamwork is strength!
Gather. Quake.
Moments of birth. Burst forward.
Let's light it up!
Windblade.
Adventure time! Let's light it up! Couldn't break the curse.
My demon expelling mantra is ready.
What shall we do?
Let's investigate this further.
What shall we do?
Time for some training?
Stabilize!
One with my blade!
Stabilize!
Let's light it up!
Feel this ancient power! From whence you came!
Let's light it up!
Come into being!
Order guide you!
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy... Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll...
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme... Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility.
Oh, so he was testing us.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright. And compared with the...
By the way, we brought a gift.
Could this be? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, it's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... Ah, yes. This aroma. Just as I remember it.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder...
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request. Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. Please, come with me, to see some friends from a distant land.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we?
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
This is destiny.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status... And therefore, we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so...
Good thinking. Paimon thought...
Let's proceed, shall we? As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry. Can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman?
No need to sound all high and mighty. Fine. You...
Good thing you're with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. Huh. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just...
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to...
And what about this?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has met? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius. You must immediately offer your sincerest apology.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiry. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt?
Oh, so...
Yes, of course.
Let me see. Ah.
Excuse me? I'll have you know that shape is the symbol of...
I see. Crude, but...
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this. We will make...
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its... Perfect. Just...
May I remind you once again that we...
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
So...
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh! We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew No matter. We already have...
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
I will end you. Swift and merciful.
Delve into destiny. The stars are fading.
Solidify!
The door is open. Let's go.
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the... Furthermore, there is a rule in our family.
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my...
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your... You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new...
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in...
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you...
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out...
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
They're here! Stop them!
Moment of birth! I will have order! A touch of frost. Witness my great undertaking.
This is order.
Stabilize.
Well... I must collect myself. Don't be a killjoy. Looks like I went too far.
Stabilize. I will have order.
No excuse for slacking. This should be fun.
Feel this ancient power.
Send this quickly.
Submit for judgment. Forth my
Solidify.
Shudder! Beg for mercy. Flood of Frost!
This isn't good.
Crush! Shudder! Beg for mercy.
That's where they put the diagram!
Just here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight!
Come into moment of birth!
Or you dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
Swift and merciful!
Shudder!
Harden up!
Stabilize! Live! Witness my great undertaking! I will have order!
Loneliness. Death.
Come into being! Forth, my blade!
Freeze to the core! Beg for mercy. This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll
Oh yeah!
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier, I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Finally, after all, in reality, you sensed that you were worried about us and your uncle.
My purpose was vengeance. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have... And mark my words...
Hey, what do you...
You have seeded a deep end... Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this...
Sure!
That you will.
function.
And with that, the fate of the Wu-Hua Brotherhood was sealed.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those?
Welcome to the Northland Bank. Welcome to the Northland Bank.
Osmanthus wine.
There's still a long road ahead.
Sure.
All right, let's go.
Present. I'll watch your back. Time for some training?
If I take the long...
Stabilize! With the wind!
Solidify!
Wind blade!
Stabilize!
Spirit blade! Swift and merciful! One with my blood, submit for judgment. Yeah. Yeah. Swift and merciful.
Stabilize.
Fourth, my blade. Wind blade.
Solidify!